welcome to this commentary. I'm Darlanio, and this is the fifth and final game between NightEnd and EmpireKas in the Dailymotion Cup. We have EmpireKas spawning as the yellow Terran for the fifth time in the lower left corner, and in the upper right corner we have NightEnd spawning as the red Protoss player. This is Neo Enigma, and it only has one Zellager tower in the middle. It has 4 bases close to the main base, and each one is different. The natural expansion is to the right if you look towards the middle when standing in the base, and then you have a backward expansion here and a gold expansion closer to the center. We can see now let's see, I forgot the names again. We can see NightEnd moving out with his probe, which first placed the pylon, and he is able to guess the correct corner right away for his opponent. His opponent has placed the supply depot and is building a barracks. This is a standard build-up for both players. We see a warp gate, I guess. Yes, coming in for NightEnd. EmpireKas is also erecting his refinery. Something we haven't seen in the earlier games, and I hope you have already seen them, otherwise you might hear some spoilers from me, is that NightEnd has not been harassing with his first scouting probe. Now we see that EmpireKas is moving out by the waterfall to scout for his opponent, and he is also guessing the right corner. He can't have seen the probe come towards his base, so this must be a guess on his part. We can also see that he has set the waypoints before he got up here. Okay, so the SCV is also doing some small harassment. The cybernetics core coming in, and of course the warp gates technology is being researched right away. One marine holding this ramp. No one's getting past me. Standing here guarding the base. One zealot chasing away this SCV who got a few hits. Another pylon coming up, increasing the vision of NightEnd. One marauder helping out, one more marauder coming out. And this small group, will it move out? Yes, it looks like it. A small timing push here, around 5 minutes. And SCV also moving out. I wonder what that will help out with. Is it the bunker? One more marauder coming. This group not attacking yet. Okay, the SCV was for expanding at 5:20 approximately. And we see a probe moving in here and warping in a nexus. 3 marauders, 1 marine. What can they do against 2 stalkers, 1 sentry and 1 zealot? They're attacking the nexus first, and then they are attacking the army. 3 marauders left now. 1 marine joining them. 1 more marauder joining them. 1 zealot will fall here for sure. 2 more stalkers being warped in. Marauders shooting some against the Nexus again. And meanwhile the Terran player has built a bunker here and will add one more bunker here. His expansion is safe for the moment. I guess there was no chance to kill off this Nexus without first being able to kill this army. Too bad he didn't get one more hit on that Stalker, then that Stalker would have been killed. Now it has full shields again. And this Marauder may be being equally damaged, so okay. It was a pity NightEnd wasn't able to get one more shot at him. NightEnd moving in with one observer, and we know what that means. Another Immortal or Colossi coming out here. No, not yet. He's saving up and building the robotics bay to be able to produce Colossi that we have also seen in the other games. Like I said, there might be some spoilers, and you should see game 1, 2, 3 and 4 in my channel before watching this game. I guess we have 2 barracks with reactors up here, since there are 4 marines. No, there are 2 barracks without any attachments and 1 barrack with reactor. That was how he was able to produce 4 marines at the same time. And of course 1 barracks with tech lab, and that tech lab has researched both consecutive shells and stim packs, and now he's researching combat shield. I guess he is also finishing his engineering bay, making him able to research level 1 infantry weapons in a moment. EmpireKas is holding down his resources to a minimum. For some reason the Protoss player is saving up on minerals. Is he going to expand? Mining gas from 4 assimilators. The Terran player also plans to do that. They are neck to neck in supply. If we look at the income tab, you see that the Protoss player is far ahead on harvesters, 50 towards 39. The Terran player can compensate this a bit by the emules, and he is holding his gold expansion right now. I called this expansion earlier a backward expansion. I don't think that is correct, since you don't have any entrance down to it. You have this destructible rock entrance, but the large problem being that this large open place is almost impossible to block off, and the opponent is has a very simple way to attack this base. NightEnd is having a more preferable position, since his base would be more easily guarded. Of course the Terran player can move through the Selnaga spot and then up here, but it's a bit further for him to attack there. And we see NightEnd warping in 6 celots, so 6 warp gates at least is being done. 3 bunkers here. Going back to production tab, we see infantry weapons being researched, we see charge being researched, and of course we see 1 more Colossi being warped in. We also have some medevacs and Vikings in the air. Is there 2 starports? 1 starport here with reactor, 1 more there with reactor. And he is getting close here. It might be an encounter. The Protoss player being scanned by the Terran player. And NightEnd is just a little bit behind in supply. And EmpireKas is behind on Harvester, so this army is larger. Will he attack? When you have the advantage, you should always attack. An old saying. Not sure if it's correct when it comes to StarCraft, but at least EmpireKas is attacking now. We see a large engagement. The Colossi falling to the Vikings. A lot of Marauders being killed. And Marines. 1 Colossi remaining, forcing the small amount of Marines being left to... No, he's not retreating until he only has 3 units left. But both players will be able to replenish their ranks quite fast. 2 more gateways coming up there. Still only 1 robotics facility. We have 6 barracks right now and 2 starports. I'm a bit surprised to see that EmpireKas is not using his factory to scout this time. Oh, bold move. Here comes a command center. Sorry, it's being morphed into a planetary fortress. But it is the 4th base of EmpireKas. He will not be left behind this time. So he is expanding, and I think he's moving out again. With a real small force. Of course NightEnd can see this with this observer. And this group is much too small. Still he lands his Vikings, and he's moving in with the rest of his army. Did he try to trick here? It's possible that EmpireKas tried to trick his opponent in believing he had a smaller army than he actually had. Medevacs helping out here, and 6 of the Vikings are able to return after that attack. The Protoss army moving in towards the Selnaga. And on this map it looks like the Selnaga is burning. Same kind of burning as the Protoss units did in StarCraft 1. I don't know if they look like that anymore in StarCraft 2 when they are damaged. Can't remember if I've seen a Protoss building being damaged. Of course I have, but I can't remember how it looks, I should say. Okay, 4th base being warped in for NightEnd. EmpireKas is not that far ahead anymore, but he is researching both infantry weapons and infantry armory level 2. NightEnd is researching Blink. I see ghosts. 1 ghost being produced, and for the Protoss player that could be really bad. The EMP strike is removing a lot of the shields on many of the units in the group, when used correctly. This bioball is quite impressive. EmpireKas is almost at 200 by 200, 193 by 196. NightEnd on his side is actually at 200 by 200 now. 7 Colossi, mighty impressive. Lots of stalkers here. 19. And a lot of zealots, I can't say how many. Will there be an engagement? Just a small skirmish, it seems. A few hits being taken. Okay, the Protoss army moves up here to see the planetary fortress and then moves back out. Both players taking great casualties here, but NightEnd is falling quite fast. His Colossi being taken out by the Vikings. Too few stalkers here to remain. I don't see if he was able to... No, he was not able to save any units. That's a complete kill by EmpireKas, who is up a lot in army value compared to NightEnd, who is warping in units as fast as he can now. NightEnd is at 101 supply and EmpireKas is 175. Will NightEnd be able to stop this army? He has a lot of zealots down here, warping in 8 at a time, I think. The expansion going down and a few marauders, and the ghost is remaining, killing off one assimilator. The Vikings landing on the high ground, being able to take out this assimilator, and the probes are forced to move back, of course. NightEnd surrendering this final match, and the winner is EmpireKas. I hope you have enjoyed these 5 games, and I hope to see you next time I make a commentary. Please send me comments on the YouTube channel. Comment on anything you like. I would like constructive comments, since I'm still learning how to comment games, especially StarCraft 2. A bit of my background, if you wonder who I am. I'm just a bronze player and I like to make these commentaries. I hope to get better and be able to give commentaries that you really enjoy. So stay tuned, see you next time, bye!